today. 2023 will be full of activities, very important activities to redefine the future of our country. Our people, citizens across the country, will have the opportunity to elect a new president, a new vice president, set of distinguished members of the National Assembly and honorary members as well for the two chambers on the 25th of February this year, by the grace of God. 11th March will see, by the grace of God, the elections into the offices of governors of about 28 or so, and of course state houses of assembly across the country. We in the Senate and indeed the National Assembly, we have often said that we support INEC and indeed support all the processes to ensure that there is peace, there is stability, that when the elections are held, that the outcomes will have the integrity that is required for the election outcomes to be accepted nationally and internationally. Therefore, we recommit ourselves to ensuring that we support INEC, that we support any other agency of government that works to ensure free, fair, and credible elections in this year and even beyond. We also want to assure Nigerians that this is an opportunity to vote for whoever you want to vote for. Of course, we believe that citizens have done the right thing to do to obtain their PVCs, because without your PVC, you cannot vote. The National Assembly last year did tremendous job to amend the Electoral Act. The Electoral Act as constituted today will provide better outcomes of elections, and this was done purposely to ensure that we did our job as members of the National Assembly of this Parliament for the sake of our country. So I urge Nigerians to take advantage, to take the opportunity of an Electoral Act that will ensure every single vote counts. I want to urge INEC to ensure that it stays on top of its game. No excuses. INEC has gotten everything it has asked for. Our security agencies have assured everyone in this country that they will ensure that the environment is secured and safe for citizens to go out and vote without any let or hindrance. Let me also say that this Assembly, this Senate, would continue to look seriously into the issue of lack revenue or insufficient revenues for our government. Revenue deficit has been a major problem affecting performance of government, because some of these agencies either don't do the work of collecting and remitting the revenues as they should, or they collect and misuse and misapply the revenues. Our committees on finance and other finance-related committees must be on top of their game to ensure that we get these agencies of government to remit the revenues that they collect. And I think that should be a major focus. Security is still a challenge. We hope to leave a better security situation by the time our tenure ends on the 11th of June this year, by the grace of God. We will therefore continue to support the armed forces and other security agencies to ensure that they have what they need to fight against the various insecurity situations across the country. We have often supported the executive arm of government in this enterprise, and we will commit ourselves to doing that. This is what we need to actually fix, probably more than anything else, because the security situation affects not only the lives and property of our people, but every other thing, economy and what have you. So it is a must that between now and 11th June 2023, when our tenure will expire, we have to continue to ensure that the security situation in our country improves. Finally, I want to once again congratulate all of us for seeing this year. We pray that we continue to work as we have always done. From 2019, 11th June, when we were inaugurated, we said our Senate will be a Senate that will work for Nigerians. We have lived that bill, and we should end with that, even in a better way. Last time we had our plenary before the Christmas break, we had a request from the executive arm of government on ratification or approval for the Ways and Means, and we set up a special committee headed by the Senate leader himself, and of course with membership from finance, appropriations, foreign and domestic debt, which other one? I think these are banking and other financial institutions. We expect that the report of the committee will be presented to this Senate today. The Senate leader, who is the chairman of that special committee, is here. Between now and the next week, when we hope to close, we have some other things to attend to. But this Ways and Means, I think, stands out. So I will, at the appropriate time, call on the Senate leader to present his report. The elections of 25th of February require that members of the National Assembly are also out there to campaign for their seats or campaign for their political parties or whoever they choose to campaign for. And therefore, if we are able to deal with some of these urgent issues before us, we can close the Senate this week. If we aren't able to finish, we may spill over to next week, early next week, but by the grace of God, the next legislative week will be the last week that the Senate will be here, because we are supposed to also join the campaign trail. Thank you. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Leader of the Senate, point of order.